Okay, hello again, everyone. And in this video, we're going to look at what is now known as the C-style string. Now, I said in our video on strings that C++ does not have a type called string. Instead, we have a new object, a string object that has its own library, has the capability of storing sequences of characters, but it also is able to, it also has member functions that allow you to work with that string. Now, before we got string objects, we would represent strings with arrays of characters terminated by a null character. And now that we have the string object, we call these this array of character a C-style string because the practice began in C programming. You declare and initialize a C-style string like you would any other array. Let's take a look at an example. So I've got a new text document and I'm going to save it. C-style strings.cpp. Try saying that 3 times fast. Okay. We are going to include IOStream. I'm also going to include string because we will show you how you can use string objects and C-style strings interchangeably. The string object is designed to work seamlessly with the C-style string, so you can mix and match if you have a particular reason to use both of them together. Okay. We're going to define a C-style string this way. We define a character array called phrase. So we have a character array called phrase with a maximum index value of 81. And we'll just put game over there. Okay. When we do this, printing out this character phrase, let's see what happens when we try just to print, when we try just to see out phrase. Okay, it does print the entire phrase. We could also print out just one element from that phrase. Okay. Now, the drawback to C-style phrases is they don't have any member functions. There are, in the C string file, there are a variety of functions for working with C-style strings, but It's not as elegant, it's not as easy to use or as simple to use as using the string object can be. Let's just look at let's look now at using C-style strings and string objects together. So we'll define string word1 as game, and then we'll have a car word2, and I'm doing something dangerous here. I'm not defining the maximum value. I don't recommend doing that. You could end up using more memory than you really need to. Okay, so we're going to combine word1 and word2 into a string called phrase. Okay, word1 is a string object. Word2 is an array of characters, a car array. Now, we can do tests on these interchangeably. Okay, we want to test, is word1 the same as word2? And if it is not, we'll just print that word1 and word2 are not equal. Okay, we can also find within the character string, the character array and the string itself. So we'll do phrase find. Is not equal to string and position. And if it's not there, then it will say that word2 is, if it is there, because we said we're testing that string and pause is false, is not equal to true. So we'll say that it is contained in the phrase. We'll save that. And run it. Okay, so it correctly says word1 and word2 are not equal, and that word2 is contained in the phrase. Let's try something a little bit different. Let's say game over for our string 1, and game over for word2. We'll compile it, run it, okay, so it says that word2 is contained in the phrase because game over is inside of game over. Let's add an else statement up here. Else say that they are equal. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and print our phrase so we can see what that does. I'll compile. Oh, I forgot my closing curly brace. Save. Compile. We'll clear. Okay, So it says the phrase is game over, no space because I did not give it a space. Word 1 and word 2 are equal because they are. And word 2 is contained in the phrase because it is. That's a C-style string. One of the biggest shortcomings of the C-style string is that the length is fixed. You should always, with any array, define the maximum size of that array. And that gives you a fixed length. So a string object doesn't have that shortcoming. So the moral of the story is, unless there is a specific reason why you need to use a C-style string, you should use string objects whenever possible. They make better use of the memory, they're more powerful, and they allow you to do more. They also don't have the limitations that arrays have. So that is it for C-style strings. As always, if you have any questions or problems, you know how to reach me. Have a great one.